Let me tell you how I went on a date in Atlanta, and the guy who I went on a date with, his boyfriend showed up at the restaurant while we were on our date. So the previous day, I'm at the mall. I see the guy. We like exchange looks, so like I know he knows that I think he's attractive. I know he think I'm attractive because we're looking at each other. We've passed each other multiple times in the mall, and we're looking. So probably like the third time we've passed each other, he's like, "Excuse me, I think you're very beautiful. I would like to take you on a date." I'm like, "Okay, cool. We can exchange information, get to know each other, and then we could put something in motion." So cool. We talking the whole day. Everything's going good. He seems down to earth. He seems cool. We have a lot in common. Whoopty whoop. Right. So
Right. So, all right, you guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I'm your man, KTJ, former men's counselor turned love coach. And today, this is our reaction. We reacted to this video here. Woman shares dating story. His boyfriend showed up to the date. So when I first saw this, I saw just the caption that you're seeing here on the screen. And I was thinking to myself, this is probably a scam. This is probably like not true. This is probably somebody making something up for the camera. And then she said it's in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta. I'm a dating coach in Atlanta. So none of this surprises me. Once she started talking, I said, you know what? This is a true story. Let's get back to it, y'all. I can tell you know how you could watch somebody tell a story and tell whether they're telling the truth or not? This lady's telling the truth. Listen to this story.
oh, he's like, okay, let's do something for tomorrow afternoon. I'm like, okay, that's fine with me. He's like, you want me to pick you up? I'm like, well, this is our first time meeting. I don't really feel comfortable with you picking me up from my home, even though, I think you're a pretty cool guy. He's like, okay, cool, no problem. I'll send you a black truck. Boom. So that's the backstory of how we met. Fast forward to the day of the date, right? So we go to the restaurant. It's a very nice establishment. The vibes are nice. He comes with flowers. The conversation is good. The energy is good. And then he picks up his phone and the energy just like shifts out of nowhere. So I'm like, okay. So he's like, I gotta go to the restroom. I gotta go to the restroom. So I'm like, okay, go ahead, go to the restroom. So while he's in the restroom, I order me a few more drinks. I'm noticing like, okay, he's in there for a little too long. Okay, so he comes out. When he sits back at the table, he's like fidgety as hell. Like he's moving, looking around, looking over the back of his shoulder, looking past me. I'm like, okay, are we safe? Is everything okay? Are we good? So I'm like, are you okay? He's like,
All right, listen. So one of the things that, and this is kind of a long video, so I'm going to be breaking in and out of this. One of the things that you have to understand is that if something doesn't seem right, guess what? It's not right. And if a guy is acting weird, guess what? Something weird is happening. And if you feel like something weird is happening, something weird is happening. Now, this guy did the whole lay out the red carpet, ordered the car, was going to come and pick her up, all those traditional things. And one of the reasons now, if you guys are not familiar with the Atlanta culture, Atlanta has one of the biggest LGBT plus Q, all of that, elemental P, has one of the biggest populations really in the country, right? And so as a man, if you ever say that you moved to Atlanta, I experienced this. I moved here from New Jersey. If you ever say you moved here from Atlanta, one of the first questions people ask you is, are you gay? Are you gay? These algorithms, they don't like you to say certain things. They ask you, are you with the rainbow folks, right? And we're coming from where I'm coming from, the hetero guys feel a certain way when you question their masculinity in that way. But after living here and hearing these stories and knowing men, I know men who do this thing right here, what she's doing, what she's talking about. I host these events, trying to get single hetero guys to meet single hetero women, and it's a struggle sometimes. So let me get back to this, y'all. I host these events, and I'm telling you, I'm hosting one tonight, and I'm telling you, it'd be a struggle because there's a lot of men who don't only date women. Here we go.
Like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Let's get a few more drinks so I can loosen up. I'm like, loosen up. I mean, we've been drinking. You was loose. So anyway, so then I noticed this group of men walk in, right? He peeps it too. Girl, when I tell you he adjusted his body as to not be seen. So I'm like, okay, maybe these are the ops. Maybe he's in danger, like something's going on. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna eat my food, mind my business, or whatever, cool. We're at a table where like the bar is across from us. So I can hear conversations at the bar. I can see people, right? So the group of guys sit there. One of the guys is like, yeah, my man out with some bitch. Oh, so I'm one ear to him, one ear to him, because like I want the tea. What? So he like, yeah, he don't even know I got his location. So I'm looking back at the person I'm on a date with. He's like this, making sure. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? So he's like, I have to go to the restroom again. I'm like, okay, okay. I mean, this is the second time. Are you gonna leave? Do I need to do I need to pay? What's going on?
Okay. The finale is coming, y'all. The finale is coming. I'm going to say this again. If it doesn't feel right, make tracks. Look, and I'm telling y'all this, and if they're the ladies that's listening, listen to what I'm saying. Sometimes you let your appetite control how you move. Your desire for a plate of food, even though you know something bad is about to happen. You heard what she said? Oh, I just went ahead and ate my food. Well, you're gonna eat your food and something bad really gonna happen one day. If it doesn't feel right, leave the food and say, hey, I need to go. I need to make a phone call outside and take your hind parts and hop in a Uber Lyft, call that Uber Lyft and get out of there. Don't wait for the axe to fall. If you feel it, this is one of the things that women really struggle with that I see is following that intuition. God gave you that intuition for a reason. You better follow it. Here's the I think this is the finale. Let's keep going.
Oh. So when he goes to the restroom again, the man gets up and goes to the restroom as well. But as the man walks past me, he's like, "Oh, sis, you're beautiful." I'm like, "Oh, thanks," because when okay, so I'm like, "Thanks," but I'm like in my head, I'm like, "Okay, they both going to the bathroom," but I'm not even putting that together because at this point I'm tipsy, right? So something must have transpired in that restroom because next I hear the person at the bar pick up the phone and he like, I'm on the way. And the group run to the bathroom. Security run to the bathroom. So I'm sitting here like, what's going on? Mr. My Date and Mr. You look good, sis. Come out the bathroom tussling. You in here with this bitch and you had me at home thinking that you at home thinking. So he's like, you had me at home thinking, and you know I got your location, and how sneaky could you be? And you're not even gonna let her know that you got a man. You got a what?
Unbelievable.
You got a
Unbelievable.
what?
And yet she's still sitting there. And listen, you don't know what's going to happen next. These people might start busting guns or something for all you know. And you're just going to sit there?
So mind you, I didn't drive here. So I'm having to like
Man.
get on my phone, give me a new ride because I didn't drive. I'm he done left me with the tab. Cool. I want to get up the hell on up out of here. So I pay the tab. I'm like, I'm not sitting in this restaurant waiting. I walk out. Oh, when I tell you they on the street going at it, the person I went on the date with, baby, oh, what is going on? I don't even know. So then I'm running out of time, but let me tell you how I went on a date in Atlanta.
All right. Yeah. Ma'am, you out of time in more ways than one. Y'all better date smart out here. You better date smart. Listen, sometimes, and I tell all my people, look, don't go out with a person that you haven't met first. Okay? Don't go by these text messages and all that. FaceTime. You need to have a FaceTime call. You need to have a telephone call to see if there is even a connection, even a reason to go out and go further. Don't waste your time getting your hair done, your lashes done, your makeup done, your new outfit, your boots, to be with somebody that you don't even know if this is even going to be worth your time. Something bad could have happened, and many times bad stuff like that does happen, and people pull out guns and start shooting. I wasn't surprised that this happened in Atlanta because they say Atlanta's not a real place. And the longer I live here, the more I believe it. Y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We got more coming.